At least 5 Palestinians were killed by Israeli occupation forces while waiting for aid in northern side of Palestinian Rafah. The incident is part of a growing pattern of violence near aid distribution centers in Gaza since the US and Israel-backed Gaza Humanitarian Foundation took over aid operations in late May. Over 580 Palestinians have reportedly been killed by Israeli fire near to these sites. Gaza-based health authorities have announced that the death toll from Israeli attacks on the Gaza Strip has climbed to 56,500 and over 133,400 wounded. Gaza-based health authorities have reported that Israeli military operations in Gaza had killed 18 Palestinians and injured 41 others in the past 24 hours.
54 Palestinians have been killed today and dozens.
Young Palestinians are melting plastic waste to produce homemade fuel, a risky but vital lifeline amid the ongoing war and blockade. With Gaza's fuel supply choked and Israeli imports unaffordable, displaced youth have set up makeshift refineries using metal drums to extract crude diesel from discarded plastics. They sell it cheaply to drivers and generator owners desperate for an alternative. The open-air sites are flanked by tents where workers rest between shifts. Thick black smoke drapes the area where horse-drawn carts and pedestrians pass, navigating daily life amid the fumes. US President Donald Trump has urged an end to the war and a ceasefire. That came as the Israeli occupying military ordered Palestinians to evacuate northern Gaza ahead of intensified fighting against Hamas. Arab mediators, including Egypt and Qatar, supported by the US, initiated new efforts to halt the 20-month war and secure the release of detainees. Hamas expressed readiness for talks, but insisted on specific demands. French Foreign Minister Jean-Noël Barrot has affirmed France's determination to recognize the state of Palestine, citing the worsening humanitarian crisis in Gaza as a catalyst for urgent international action. Barrot condemned the killing of hundreds of Palestinian aid seekers by Israeli forces, describing it as a disgrace and an affront to human dignity. Barrot criticized Israel's limited aid distribution plan, conducted outside UN and international oversight, during which soldiers have repeatedly opened fire on Palestinians waiting for assistance, forcing civilians to choose starvation or being shot. He emphasized that France, alongside the European Union, is ready to support safe and equitable food distribution in Gaza and underscored the commitment to recognizing Palestinian statehood as part of a joint effort to establish the necessary conditions for peace. Israeli anti-government protesters have gathered in Tel Aviv, demanding an end to the war on Gaza. Many waved flags and criticized Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu for his handling of detainee situations and ceasefire negotiations. That comes as the ongoing war has resulted in significant casualties on both sides, with more than 56,000 Palestinians killed. US President Donald Trump has criticized Israeli prosecutors involved in Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's corruption trial. Trump claimed that it hindered his negotiations with Hamas and Iran. In a post on Truth Social, Trump implied that the US, having provided billions in military aid to Israel, would not tolerate such interference.